What's going on, everybody? My name is Eli, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm a fourth year dental student at Boston University Goldman School of Dental Medicine and a future orthodontic resident. On this channel, I make vlogs with my dental school journey, as well as videos with advice for pre-dental students on how to get into dental school. So if this is something that interests you, please make sure you subscribe, like the video, share the channel with anyone else who may find it interesting, and come along for the ride. Today I want to talk about a topic that I recently posted a video on TikTok about that went a little bit viral. I want to talk about why it's so important to have content creators in the medical and dental field. Honestly, in the healthcare profession in general. So let me start off by talking about why I decided to start this YouTube channel. When I was in undergrad, I attended a PWI, University of Maryland College Park. At my PWI, it wasn't uncommon for me to be in a lecture hall of 200 to 250 people taking basic science courses and seeing 10 or less people that actually looked like me. Aside from that, as someone who was on the pre-med track in college, it was very hard for me to find mentors that I could relate to or someone in the field that has been through the same struggles and the same journey that I have that I felt I could go to for advice, etc. As a result, I turned to YouTube and I found a doctor on YouTube, Dr. Antonio Webb, who at the time was a chief resident in his orthopedic surgery residency, and that was the specialty that I was interested in pursuing in medicine. When I graduated from college, I began to work at NIH for 2 years doing research on drug abuse. Since this was my first job making real money, I decided that I would invest in myself by going back to my orthodontist to get braces. This time when I went back to the same orthodontic office, someone had actually bought my old orthodontist out, and there was a new orthodontist working there as an associate who happened to be a black woman, Dr. Latoya Callahan. Ever since my first visit there, Dr. Callahan could relate to me as I told her I was studying for my MCAT, had just recently graduated college, and I was pursuing the journey of becoming a doctor. However, over the time of my orthodontic treatment, not only did the relationship that I formed with Dr. Callahan inspire me to look into dentistry more, my natural interest in my orthodontic treatment and learning the process of how orthodontics work led me to look more into dentistry as a career field with the ultimate goal of also pursuing orthodontics. Fast forward through my 1 year of treatment, by the time I was finishing up with my treatment, I had just recently taken the MCAT and was pretty firm that I was going to make the pivot to studying for the DAT and applying to dental school. It was simply because of this interaction that I had with Dr. Callahan that inspired me to pursue dentistry as a career field. And maybe if I had had that interaction earlier or had that mentorship earlier, I would have had a clearer idea of what I wanted to do as a profession and maybe saved a few years on my journey as I had a more direct picture of what I wanted to do. So when I made the decision that I was going to apply to dental school, I also made the decision to start investing in a YouTube channel, which meant buying a camera, learning how to edit, etc. And the reason that I wanted to invest in making a YouTube channel is because I thought back to how the videos that Dr. Antonio Webb made were helping me and inspiring me so much on my pre-med journey, but I didn't seem to find something that was equivalent on the dental side. When I first came up with the idea to start this YouTube channel, I truly had no idea of where it would go or how far it would take me. But as I traveled through the years of dental school, I really started to notice the importance of having this YouTube channel, not only for what I originally intended it to do, which was inspire people who were like me, give people someone that they could look to for advice or for information, or to just generally see what the process of getting into and attending dental school looks like. I also started to notice the importance of content creation on my community as a whole, outside of just pre-dents. So what I started to notice as time went on and my YouTube channel became more popular and I also began to grow on TikTok a little bit, is that people come to these platforms for general information. It is no secret that there's a health disparity in the African American community. Most people that I know don't attend the doctor for annual physicals, don't go to the dentist for their 6-month checkups and cleanings, and as a result, they do not get the basic information that people get when they go to these appointments. When we talk about the field of medicine and things like going to your physician for an annual physical, You can get information about current news and health, as well as small things to watch out for. For example, someone like me, a young African American male, has to watch out for things like hypertension at such a young age, but that is literally a silent killer that people will never monitor if they don't have the reason to. I can't blame others because I'm a culprit myself. When I was younger, it was very, 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 very common for me to avoid going to the doctor unless I felt like I was on my deathbed. Something as small as an ankle sprain, knee sprain, shoulder sprain, whatever it may be. Growing up playing sports, I thought I could just fight through that. But if the sprain felt really bad, that is when I would go to the doctor and get checked out. It wasn't until I started going to the doctor for an annual physical as an adult that I realized that I had prehypertension and I needed to change some of my daily habits in order to monitor my blood pressure. Transitioning this to the dental side, the same thing goes for people who don't go to the dentist regularly and get information about their oral hygiene. You would be surprised how many people don't know the proper way to brush their teeth or the proper way to floss their teeth, and something as small as that can have detrimental effects on your oral health. So again, why are content creators so important to have in the medical and dental field? A lot of people come to the internet for their information, and most people already at this point in life have some of their favorite content creators that are doctors or dentists that they watch on TikTok or YouTube and that they feel like they can get information from. Of course, it's not the same as going to the dentist in person or going to a doctor in person, but just to get a general idea of how much these people trust us, I've literally had someone ask me if they could send me a picture of their retainer to see if it's okay, rather than just going to their old orthodontist or their local orthodontist. And I'm just a dental student at this current point in my life. So the original reason why I made that TikTok is because I find it so often that people get on the internet and bash those dentists and doctors that may make dancing videos to post on the internet or whatever it may be. And yes, I understand, to some it's cringe content, but I think they lack to focus on the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that people need this information, and sometimes the only way that they will stop and pay attention to it is if they see something funny, or if they see something cringe, they see something worth talking about. And I think we're at this point in our lives where this information is so important to spread that some people do find it necessary to go to the extremes in order to be able to spread that information. I'll use a specific, very specific example in dentistry in my community that I think is having an even greater impact than many people may notice. Veneer techs. Let's really sit down and think about it. Why is it that people feel so comfortable going to a veneer tech, somebody who is not licensed in dentistry, someone who has never attended dental school, to do dental work that is permanent in their mouths? Think about it. To a lot of people, this seems like a no-brainer. You should never let someone do things in your mouth who is not licensed. But to others, they truly don't know the effects of it because they don't visit a dentist regularly to begin with. They see all these celebrities who have nice teeth, nice veneers, and they are upset with their smile, and they're also upset with the charges and the insurance, etc. And that's what keeps them from going to the dentist and going with a cheaper option. But I can't tell you the countless amount of times that I've been on Instagram scrolling or on TikTok scrolling, and I see veneer techs slapping these composite veneers over rampant decay. And I promise you, in 20 years, probably even less, we are going to see the effects of this current epidemic of veneer techs that we're living in. People's teeth are going to start falling out. I wish I was being dramatic, but I'm honestly not. So us as doctors and dentists have to combat this. We have to save our communities. No one else is going to come to save us. And this is not limited to poor people or misinformed people. Most recently, I saw an NFL player who went to one of these veneer techs and got these veneers done and still has an anterior open bite. So yes, I think it's extremely important for dentists and doctors to be content creators. And I also think it's important that we collaborate with each other and that we expose the other ones who are out there who are also contributing to providing information on the internet. We are in the day and age where there is so much opportunity on these social media websites. There's really no need to compete with each other or put one person down so that you can build your platform. We all have the same common goal. So thank you all for watching this. I hope that you understand more now why there are so many doctors and dentists who are on YouTube, TikTok, posting a lot on Instagram, etc. And the next time you see a doctor or a dentist dancing on the internet, think about the bigger picture before you think about judging and bashing them. That's all. If you didn't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stick around so you can see some of my dental school vlogs and where I go next. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.